Welcome to our Year 9 Options Evening. We've put together a selection of videos to help you choose your options for Year 10. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to contact us via our mailbox. Thank you.
Hello to Year 9 parents, guardians, carers, and of course Year 9 pupils yourselves. For those of you that don't recognise my voice or don't know me, I'm Rob Ransom, the Assistant Head Teacher who oversees the options process with Mr Jones, your Head of Year. Both myself and Mr Jones will work with your form tutors, subject teachers and yourselves to ensure you have the correct information to make sure you choose the right option choices for the courses you will study in Years 10 and 11. In addition to this, the presentation will also provide you with up-to-date information about the options process, including important dates that Mr Jones will refer to, check what subjects are part of the compulsory core subjects that all Year 10 and Year 11 pupils study, introduce the heads of faculty who are in charge of different curriculum areas across the school, who will in turn provide you with information about the different courses that are available in Years 10 and 11. This will also include introductions to courses that are not studied in Years 7, 8 and 9. The compulsory core subjects that all Year 10 and Year 11 pupils study are as follows. English. Most pupils study 2 qualifications in English, English language and English literature. In mathematics, there are 2 qualifications, mathematics numeracy and mathematics GCSE. There are also 2 qualifications in science, often referred to as Science Double Award. The remaining core subject courses that all Year 10 and Year 11 pupils study are Religious Studies, Welsh and Skills Challenge Certificate. These subjects total 9 qualifications in total. The heads of faculty have explained in detail the content and exam format of these courses on their individual presentations, which you can also find on the website. Finally, in addition to the 9 qualifications studied in the core programme, each Year 10 and Year 11 pupil has 1 lesson of physical education a week, which is a non-examination subject. There are potentially 23 option subjects that a Year 9 pupil can opt to study in Years 10 and 11. These option subjects are placed into columns known as bands, and I will go through the process on the next slide. Several are part of Wrexham School's partnership with Coleg Cambria, and Year 9 pupils have already received information regarding the college courses. If there are any further questions regarding the college courses, please contact Mr Jones, Head of Year 9 for further detail, and Mr Jones's email will be at the end of this presentation. The actual options process culminates in each Year 9 pupil choosing 3 option subjects to study in Years 10 and Year 11. Added to the core subjects, most pupils will then study 12 qualifications. All of the 23 subjects identified on the previous slide are placed into 3 columns or option bands. Some of the subjects will appear in more than 1 column to provide a greater choice for pupils. However, it is important that a subject is not taken more than once. The bands or list of subjects themselves have been put together based on several factors, such as pupil choice in previous years, ensuring a balanced curriculum for pupils to follow, and staffing availability within the school. In recent years, the bands have produced a high rate of success in ensuring that pupils follow their 3 preferred choices. However, there may be some pupils who will not be able to follow all of their 3 preferred choices. Therefore, it is extremely important that pupils choose a reserved choice in each option band. On the next slide, there is a mock example of how the option choice form should be completed. Remember that if you are indicating that you would like to study a college course, that you also place the name of the actual course on the form, for example, engineering or public services. In the mock-up example on this slide, you can see that a pupil has chosen the option pathway of art, geography and Spanish. They've also chosen as reserved choices history, dance and drama, just in case they are not successful in obtaining one or all of the first choices. Mr. Jones will discuss in further detail why reserved choices may be allocated later on in this presentation. Please also be aware that as a school, we may advise or guide certain Year 9 pupils to follow a particular set of choices. This advice will be based on what we feel is in the best interest of that pupil. I will now pass you over to Mr. Jones, who will provide you with additional information, including important dates for when option pathway letters and option choice forms will be allocated and the deadlines for handing these in.
Hello there, my name is Gareth Jones and I am the Head of Year 9 at Ysgol Allen. This presentation aims to help your son or daughter guide them through the options process. But before I begin, I would just like to share some key dates with you. The Options Booklet detailing more information about each subject is available on our website. Our virtual option and parent evening with form tutors will occur on Thursday the 10th of February. A link to your digital pathway letter will then be sent to you via text on Friday the 11th of February. Option forms must be returned to us by Friday the 18th of February. We've drawn up some guidelines which might help pupils with their choices for this year's options. Pupils are encouraged to choose what we call a balanced choice. So for example, a language, Spanish if they enjoy the subject or they feel confident in it. Hopefully choose one humanities-based subject, geography or history, and one other subject. That could be art, business studies, dance, digital technology, drama, media, music, physical education, product design, or triple science. Here are some do's and don'ts. Do consult people and ask questions. Do choose subjects which you enjoy and think that you are good at. Do think about the possible implications of choices for your future careers. Don't choose a subject just because you like the teacher, and don't choose a subject because your friends have. Making the correct decision. The options choice needs to be a positive one, and it needs to be based on all the information that pupils can gather. Information will mainly come from the options booklet. This details all the units and information about every course we are offering. Other information can come from members of staff. You may get information from Year 10 and Year 11 pupils, or you might get advice from our careers advisor. Here are some reasons for not taking a subject. You want to stay in the same group as your friend. They may be good at the subject they've chosen, and you may be better at a different subject. You may not be in the same subject group. Another reason for not taking a subject is because you want a particular teacher to teach you. You may be taught by a different teacher in that curriculum area. On this slide, I will outline some reasons for why you would take a subject. Thinking of careers, you may already have a career in mind, so you need to consult the careers staff. You may wish to consult any literature in the careers library. Get as much information about your career as you can. Another reason for taking a subject is you might have an interest outside a potential career. For example, it could be music, art, PE or drama. Remember, it is a 2-year course. You need to enjoy what you choose to enable you to have the enthusiasm in order to succeed. On this slide, I'll outline why it's important that you make your option choices and get the decision right the first time. You don't want to find you have made the wrong choice. Subjects do get full. There may be no room in the subjects you wish to change to. If you return the option form too late, subjects may be too full. By early March, a number of pupils in each subject are counted up. Subjects can become full at that point. Forms need to be returned on time, Friday the 18th of February. On this slide, I'll explain why it's important that you choose a reserve choice on the options form. The reason we ask you to do reserve choices is if numbers are oversubscribed in one particular option subject. If you've received any advice of subject teachers, that may lead you to rethinking your original choice. You have a reserve choice. Or if there are too small numbers of pupils opting for a subject to go ahead. And finally, here is some useful staff you may wish to contact. As myself, Mr. Jones as head of Year 9, as Mr. Ransom, the assistant head teacher. In the first instance, we'd ask that you contact Year 9 form tutors. You may wish to speak with heads of faculty areas, or you can talk direct with your subject teachers. Thank you for listening. My contact details and the school's email address are on the presentation.